Right, okay, so I've lost YouTube now. It's going to start making a noise in a minute. Here we go. Three, two, one. There we go. What's that? Otherwise it interferes. Right, and Zoom. How are we all doing then? So we've got Bob. Hi, Bob. We've got
Hi, Paul. Hi, Paul.
Green, Joy, and Deborah. Proud once again. But I didn't promote it until about, I don't know, 3 hours ago. So, who needs help with anything? Let's get that out of the way first, shall we? Who's stuck?
Loads of stuff.
You're stuck.
Loads of stuff. Don't know where to start.
Okay, so what's stopping you doing some promotion today? Let's start with that.
I don't think I'm far enough forward, to be honest.
Well, okay, but like we said last week, I wasn't far enough forward at one point, and neither was Eric, and neither was anybody on here. So, have you managed to make a video with AI yet, for example?
No, not yet.
So if we maybe focused on that a little bit, would that help?
Well, I mean, I looked at your video this morning, the one you referred to in the site, and I've got that not weighed off, but I understand what you're doing. So I was going to go back and refer to that and try and do something.
Okay.
I understand what you're trying to do. I understand that it's creating it.
Okay, well, I haven't made a video short myself yet today, so I might well do that as part of this call then.
Okay.
So for Bob, we'll make a video, which won't take long. Who else is stuck and needs some guidance on anything to do with this? No, we seem good. That's good, yeah, Eric. No one needs help. We can end the call.
I take ages making the videos. I've made them, but there must be a quicker way.
Well, it used to take me ages as well.
Yeah.
But the only way, unfortunately,
how are you making them, Joy?
Yeah.
Now, how are you currently doing it?
I've been doing some with Flicky, but I've more or less sorted that. But the one somehow CapCut and Canva and I don't get on.
Yeah.
CapCut and I don't either.
Well, these things work through other people, so
I know they do. I know they do.
They like gravity, you know. I know there's some people gravity just doesn't work for them because you see them floating by. You know, but on the whole, these things do tend to work. So
yeah, I think in well, Canva it seems to put it all in the wrong order. CapCut, I've got so many different versions that I don't know which one I should be using, and I don't use my phone. I just can't see it.
When you say make a video, Joy, are you talking about an AI video, or are you trying to have your face on camera?
Oh no, don't want the face on camera, you know.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, no, these shorts.
Okay, well, again, we'll make Eric's the king at doing them on like Sora and stuff. I use Grok, something like that. So we'll do a video today, definitely as part of the call. That will help you be quicker, I think, the way I do it.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't spend a long time on videos.
Yeah, I haven't got Sora, have I? So in the UK.
Can I ask, is Grok a paid platform?
Free.
It's free.
You can pay for it, and you can do 10-second videos rather than 6-second videos, and you obviously won't run out of credits.
Sorry, Paul. I think one of my biggest issues is computer skills. That's one of my really big issues, and I understand that by doing it on a regular basis, you will learn, but it's making that start, you know.
Well, it's unfortunate, but you just have to start, and you know, I'll tell you something that might help you all, like because this call started off as like a pure mindset call, and I want to do a bit of mindset on everyone because it's important. So if you all felt something rub against your leg now and you believed it was a poisonous snake, what would you do?
Bloody jump, mate.
Jump.
And then you look down and it wasn't a poisonous snake. It was I don't know, a cucumber that had rolled out your fridge and landed on your foot or something. And you look down, you how stupid am I? Yeah,
Well,
wouldn't you? You go, oh, it was a cucumber, sigh of relief. But if you believed it was a poisonous snake, you'd jump out your skin, wouldn't you? You'd be out of that chair.
absolutely.
So that's just a like stupid example, but how your beliefs, right, shape your actions.
Yes.
Now imagine you woke up one night, there was like a blinding light and smoke and this weird noise, right? And this figure emerged from the light. And this figure was you from a couple of years down the line, right? And it came and it went, I'm from the future. I'm you, but from the future. And I've just come to tell you, you're going to crack this. Definitely 100%. I'm living proof. Here I am. You've done it. Hats off to you. Well done. What would you say?
I would probably say, well, that remains to be seen.
But it's you from the future, Bob.
I know it's negativity, isn't it? It remains to be seen. Okay, I'll accept that and just.
You think your future self would lie to you? That's interesting.
Yeah, I'll just try and plod on. Yeah,
you'd try and plod on. Well, who else would say
can
something?
I
you know what I'd
cut
say.
in there?
Sorry, Peter.
Bob,
yes,
I could show you what I do, and it's quite simple. I get on a Zoom call with you, and I can show you exactly what I do.
That would be interesting.
A few steps, and you'll have a video.
You go. Peter's the king of videos. If you haven't checked out Peter's Facebook,
okay.
he's on a roll.
Let
right?
me have a look.
Yeah, Peter, I love your videos, man. Great
Yeah.
work on that. Yeah, I love them.
But back to the belief thing. If my future self came to me, right, from 2, 3, 4, 5 years and said, Paul, just hats off to you, dude. You've surpassed what you thought you could do. Amazing. I know what I'd say. I'd say, like, just tell me what to do then. And they would, wouldn't you? Surely. But your future self says, slight problem. Because I can't break the laws of time. The universe would fold in on itself. So I can't tell you what to do. I'm just here to let you know you absolutely crush it. Right? 100%. But I can't tell you how because it would break the laws of space and time. So I can't tell you, but you should know and you should have the absolute belief 100% that you do it because I've come from the future to tell you. I want you to know. I want you to be able to know that you can do it. Now, hand on heart, if you absolutely had 100% belief, right, that you were going to do it, would that change what you're doing now a bit?
Well, yeah.
Well,
I mean, it goes without question, it really.
So if you believed there was a poisonous snake on your foot, you'd run a mile. But if you really believed you'd be, you were going to be successful, you'd change what you were doing a little bit, right? Because you'd be willing to try more stuff to find out what worked and what didn't, wouldn't you? Because ultimately you crack it. So I'd want to fail as fast as I can and get all the mistakes out of the way. And if computer skills are holding me back, guess what? Maybe I don't need to focus on making a video. Maybe I need to focus on my computer skills for an afternoon. Maybe I need to go and get a course at the local college, right? I think you can even get free ones, right? Maybe I just need to watch a few YouTube videos on how to do like what maybe some people consider basic stuff. But
I've done that, Paul. To be honest, I have done that. And when I find these YouTube clips and videos, I'm watching one and I thought, that's not what I'm looking for. So I go and look at another and it's different.
Okay, so I'll give you the best tip. I'm going to give you all some tips, right? A couple of tips here. I'll share my screen. So what's one thing you struggle with, Bob?
Oh, bloody hell. Big thing, uploading information or downloading information. Uploading is the big thing.
What? So upload what? A video?
Well, upload a video, upload an image. I
Facebook.
Sorry?
To Facebook, for example, upload an image to Facebook.
Yeah, anything like that.
Right. So look, I'm on ChatGPT. I haven't done this before, so this is a test. But I've said to it, how do I upload an image to Facebook?
Right.
Post to your timeline. That's going a bit slow now. Right. It's even putting bloody pictures in now, look. Open Facebook, go to home on your profile, click photo, video in the post box, select your image from your computer, add text if required, click post. Walks you through it. Let's try another one. Let's try Perplexity. Perplexity is my favorite AI at the minute. Perplexity.ai. How upload an image to my Facebook profile. What I like about Perplexity is it actually searches the web, right? So it goes away. Did you see? I don't know if you saw there. It was like crunching the web to find the info. So this looks more detailed to me. So there you go. And there's like YouTube videos it's linking you to as well.
Okay.
And if it's a bit wrong, you go back to Perplexity and you refine your search and say that wasn't quite what I meant. What I meant was, and it will find it for you.
Okay. Okay.
We're also lucky at the minute because, I mean, me and Eric were talking earlier. We had an idea for a spinning wheel, and we could do some bonuses, and you'd spin the wheel to get the bonus. There's already stuff out there, Eric. I went on Perplexity and I said, I want to do this. Can you code it for me? And it said there's some websites you can go to, and you put what you want in, and it will make it for you. So you know, it's like no matter what level you're at, whether it's just like something what I would say is simple, just like uploading an image, or whether it's more complicated like coding, don't forget, because we're not young folk are in the habit of having their phones with them all the time, aren't they? Us old, slightly older, shall we say, people. I mean, we're not used to having this on hand and using it day in, day out. Yeah, I have to remind myself sometimes to use it. But you got everything you could possibly want, Bob, in the palm of your hand.
Yeah. Okay. Is Perplexity, is that a paid service?
Free.
Free. Oh, okay. Thanks for the info, Paul. I appreciate that. I'll have a look at that.
Now, so don't forget, if you believe you're going to do it, your actions are different. If
Yeah.
you don't believe you're going to do it, then you say,
Yeah.
and not to pick on you, Bob, but you're like, well, I'm not far enough ahead, and I struggle with this, and you know, it's like I'm not good enough yet. I'm not far enough ahead yet. I don't know this yet. I've just told you how you can find any information you want, and then the other thing you can do, something I had to learn from a book called The Answer by John Assaraf. Really good book.
Yeah.
This book changed my life. The Answer, John Assaraf, right? But one of the things he says in here is, listen, nobody is good at everything, right? And if you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to have a successful business, there's absolutely no point in you spending hours and hours at stuff that you're not good at. Outsource it, give it to somebody else to do, hire somebody, pay somebody, right?
Yeah.
So you can go to fiverr.com with 2 R's, fiverr.com, and you can say 5 hours freelancer. Virtual assistant, data entry, typing work, copy paste, web research. I will be your virtual assistant for data entry, data input, etc. From $20. I will cut, merge video, add logo, add music to video in 5 hours. $5. You know, if you really are struggling and you're really bad at it, there are people you can go to that will do stuff for you. Let's just do virtual assistant, and then we'll do some more marketing. Virtual assistant. The biggest problem that I see, I don't know if Eric agrees, but people don't get stuff out. They don't do anything. We can show you how to make videos in 10, 20, 30, 10, 20 minutes a day. But even I don't get them all done because I get busy. But the difference is, like, me and Eric had $1,000 sale yesterday. We did $100 each yesterday with HBA. You know, in fact, Eric got another $100 in today, you know, with HBA. We are making sales. We are doing things, right? So we are getting sales. But we know that probably you guys aren't going to do like absolutely everything we do. And what works are shorts and things these days. Yeah. So, you know, just because you don't see us necessarily doing it, you know, I've been on two quick calls with Eric today. I've been on, yesterday I was on with the owner of the company for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Here you go, virtual assistant from $5. From $5.
Okay.
So, you know, if you're struggling with stuff, these people, the difference is they're not called Darren, they're called Dinesh. and they're in India or Pakistan or somewhere like that, or the Philippines or whatever. And for them, that's a decent amount of money, right? So they're happy to do it. And I used to run a search engine optimization business, and my team were in India, and it was great. They were fantastic. So
Yeah.
don't forget, you have things like this at your hands in your hands as well. If you're really struggling for time.
Hey, Paul, I want to let me just share something really, really quickly. Um, and Joy, you probably heard this. There's a motto called learn, do, and teach.
Yeah,
Okay, learn, do, and teach. So, Bob, you're in that sort of learning and you've got to do, right? The next thing
Yeah.
is to do, right? But what people don't do is they don't go to the teach. Okay. And so when I heard Peter's got the shorts crack, right? Um, and what did he say? What did he say? He said, "Oh, I'll jump on a Zoom with you, and I'll have you up and running this really easy, these shorts, and in a couple of minutes, you'll be off to the races, right?" Now think about this. If you go into the teach mode, Peter, let's say Bob is one. How many hundreds or thousands of people out there are looking to try to market online and they don't know how to do a video short? A lot of times we assume people know how to do things. So you have a skill right now that you could be teaching people. So yes, right now you're marketing. If I looked at all your reels, it's marketing the quiet commission system. But now you can start to incorporate, hey, would you guys like to, do a video like this to promote your product, services, or opportunity? I can show you how to do it in just a couple of minutes. If you're interested, just reach out to me. So what that does is now you're offering value to the marketplace, and they're going, "Wow, Peter, I really like this video. I've been trying to figure out these video shorts. How are you doing it?" And maybe you're in just you can chat back and forth, or maybe you jump on a Zoom with somebody because they're interested in how to do that. Well, guess what? That's a potential lead. That's a potential prospect. That's a potential customer because it's like, okay, you're in business A. Well, I'm in the Home Business Academy. We're actually set up to help. It doesn't matter what business you're in. We have tools that can help you. You're building funnels, you're doing all this. So it can potentially be a customer just by teaching. Same with you, Joy, because you're really efficient with email marketing. Email marketing scares most people to death. Even me, when I got
yeah,
online, I was like, I'm not techie, so I was just like, okay, it just seems like a lot going on with that email stuff. I logged into Aweber. It's like, I don't know what's going on. So the fact that you know it so well, there may be some things you can put together, say, hey, if you've ever wanted to kind of learn email marketing, I can show you kind of how I'm set up, how I do it. Here's, free course or stuff. And again, to that teach level that most people don't do. And I think they don't do it because number one, maybe they don't think, well, I'm not out here making tons of money or I'm super successful, but it doesn't matter. That the skill set that people want. And so they stop teaching it, right? Or they won't start teaching. And number two, they just don't understand that what they have on their hands is really, really valuable, the knowledge that they have. So for say Peter and Joy, that's something I would share with you guys because I know you're both real, I know Peter, people would love to do, for you to teach them or educate them on how you're doing your shorts. And I know people would love, well, you're a great marketer anyway, I believe, Joy. So great copywriting and all that. So that your email marketing and all that. So just start opening the door for people, maybe put together, a little training on your own and stuff like that you can do. The other thing I'll say, Peter, is when I look at all your reels, all the reels are all about the deal, right? So you've got to kind of mix that up a little bit. Now that you're great with shorts, maybe look at incorporating in videos that just offer value. Hey, here's a great website I found that's free that you can do this with, or here's a great quote or something like that. That way, because if they see just sort of like every post that comes out is just a pitch, or maybe it's a picture of your grandkids, or hey, I like, here's a place I visited I love. So you gotta bring yourself and kind of put reels out as well that let people know to get to know who you are and that are different. That way it's not just like they get used to, okay, yeah, I know I've heard about quiet commissions. I know I've heard about quiet commissions. I know, okay, Paul, I get it. And then all of a sudden Paul posts a picture from the seashore and he's like, hey, I like to just come out here and walk. I live in, oh, that's really cool, like, oh, okay. Oh, so that's why he's trying to make money. So I'm just throwing these things out there. But I definitely think the two of you guys definitely have a huge skill set that people, if you can create some value, some free training or offer people just some free support, they'll come knocking on the door. I promise you.
What people want to know is like how. So having the guide is great and it's good, but just like if you live near a railway, we used,
Sorry,
right,
got to go.
right. We used to live near a train track, right? And when we first moved in, we would notice every train. But before long, you don't notice them anymore because it's there all the time. So when you're there all the time and all your reels are like, get the guide, get the guide, get the guide, get the guide, people just like even see it anymore, just like I didn't hear the trains. So you need to kind of mix it up a little bit. And what people want to know is, I mean, a guy that's made $56 million online taught me this. People want to know, is it legal? What is it? Can I do it? So if you can answer, well, the legal one, I mean, if people used to ask me, I say, no, not at all. That's why you can make so much money with it, because you have to pay for plastic surgery. So you got to change your identity. And people are like, what? I go, of course it's legal, right? So, but then it's like, what is it? And can I do it? So what me and Eric, if you notice, what we do is we do things like this. Me and Eric talk and we talk people through things. We want people to see that, hey, actually, I could do that. And in a lot of cases, I want them to think they can do it better than me. That's why a lot of my stuff, I don't care if there's a spelling mistake in it. I honestly don't. I don't care if the grammar's bad. My wife picks me up on it all the time. I don't do so much now because I'll put it through AI. But I really want people to look at me and go, well, I could do that. Because I used to stack shelves in a supermarket. Failed all my A-level exams. My life was going to be stacking shelves. So I'm nothing, honestly, nothing. I mean, Bob, quantity surveyor and, and all that. No, that's beyond me, right? So get your belief in order. You can't, if I can do it, if Eric can do it, we're human beings. We've got 2 arms, 2 legs. We're the same as you, right? And if you were to sit side by side with us and do exactly the same things that me and Eric did, right? Or any other marketer, although in this game it's unfortunate, just like owning your own business, you can't guarantee, can you? You can't guarantee customers are going to come and ask for some, building work or, whatever work. A private chef can't guarantee he's going to get a client, right? That he can cook dinner for a week or whatever. So there's never ever any like guarantees, but by the same token, a lot of people are successful online. And if you could sit by the side of them and watch what they do and copy what they do, it's partly why we love HBA. And I know it's boring and I don't watch it every day, but if you watch those 6 and 7 figure marketers, you get to realize that actually they're not doing anything clever. They're just consistent.
Yeah.
Do you know Tony Rush, Eric?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's a guy called Tony Rush, and he was in Empower Network. Me and Eric were in Empower Network. We were both part of a team called
I met Tony a few times actually.
There you go. 10-10 formula. Chris and Susan Beasley, who teach in HBA now, right? I can't remember, his name was Paul somebody or other, and he used to host a call like this on a Tuesday night. And he said he went to one of the events and he went to the toilet in the gents. So he unzips his fly and starts doing his business. And who walks up by the side of him? Tony Rush, who'd made like $1 million in this company or whatever. And so it's like the chance of a lifetime to speak to Tony Rush. And it's like, what do you do, Tony? What do you do? And Tony just said to him, everybody thinks we do something different. We don't. We just do the same as you. We might do it on a bigger, we might, if you're going to do 1 post a day, we might do 2 or 3. But we're consistent. We just keep going and we don't stop. And we'll keep going until we find something that works. But we don't do anything different to any of you guys.
One of my first mentors was a kid by the name of Dennis Carganillia, young kid. And when I started working with him, I was in my late, oh gosh, maybe even early 40s. I'm 50. No, I was mid 30s, I think. Anyway, he was like 21 years old, had already made 7 figures online. And he's the one that I talked to him, and he said, okay, you're out there, I see you trying to work. Here's like, and that's the learn, do, teach guy. He said, I see you're learning and doing, but you're not teaching. And I thought, Dennis, I can't, how am I going to teach? I'm brand new to this. I don't have anything value to share. Like, I'm just trying to learn myself. He said, well, you've learned something, right? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, there are a lot of people that don't know that, and you can go teach what you've learned. So here's what happened. When he did that way back in the day, we used YouTube, and YouTube was new, like for the online world. It was like all that back in the 2008, 9. So what I did was I said, okay, I finally learned how to do a title and how to do a description so you could get that video. Back then, it's harder now, but you could get the video ranked for those keywords. Of course, I didn't go through the training because I'm terrible with that. I'm like a bull in a china shop, and I just go start working. I figured out, but that was what's in the training. So I learned, and I said, okay, wow. And my videos started getting ranked better. I started getting more views. So I said, oh, that's cool. So then when I said, it's okay, well, how can I teach this? So what I did is I went on the first, all the people on the first page of YouTube for whatever keyword. I'm like, I can't help them. They're on the first page. So I went to like page 10, and all these people that are trying to promote their home-based business, okay, they want to make money from home. Their videos are getting like no traction. They're getting like 10 views. I would comment. First of all, I would engage on their content, and then I would message them and I'd say, hey, I just learned this cool trick on how to get my videos ranked better. I see you're out here putting videos up. I was like you on page 9, 10, 11, 12. My videos were never seen. And I would just give them, I would just share it with them. I just said, this is what I'm doing to do that. I didn't ask them for money. I just said, hey, hope this helps you, because I know we're all in the same boat out here trying to make money online. And that one strategy alone made me tens of thousands of dollars, because I started making connections with these people. They connected, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, what are you? Then they're watching my videos, and they're like, well, what are you doing? What's this? What's this MLM Goldmine thing? And I said, oh, well, I mean, if you want to check it out, you can join. They do a conference call, every day at such a time, and I would just put them on the call. But it all started from just taking something small that I knew and started teaching people and sharing with people. So that's what I always say. It doesn't matter if you're new, but always, if you've learned something, figure out a way to teach it, because there's somebody that will go, thank you so much for showing me this. And you could think, well, this is kind of basic, or whatever, but to them it's not. It wasn't for me. Like, to those guys, doing titles, and that was second nature to them. To me, it was like, I just would upload a video and put make money from home. I had no clue about anything, right? So it was then it's like, well, you can't just, you got to have a hook. Well, what's a hook? I don't know what a hook is. A hook's, that's that you want them to stop scrolling. You want them to give them a reason to watch the video. Oh, okay. Oh, and you need to put your keyword in your top. Oh, what's that? Well, this is how you search keywords. And it's like, what? So there are a lot of people that just, even the basics are huge. But go ahead, Paul. And if you notice, Paul's really good at this. I'm not as much now. But if you notice, if you go back and you look at Paul's timeline for the last 10 years, what is Paul doing 80% of the time? He's educating people. He's sharing, he's teaching. And so anyway, I'll put it back over to you, Paul, but it's a game changer, guys.
Well, I was going to say what Eric was saying. He's talking about hooks and titles. None of that makes any difference unless you can actually get a freaking video on YouTube. That's your first step. Once you can get a video on YouTube, might take you 10 minutes, 20 minutes to get your first video on. But once you've done it, the second one will take you half the time. The third one will take you a bit less. Third one, the fourth one will take you a bit less than that. That gets second nature. And then you've got the mental capacity to think about, how can I make my titles better? How can I make the description better? Now, again, once you start putting stuff on YouTube, you should be putting your shorts on YouTube, right? Facebook, YouTube, TikTok if you want to, Instagram if you want to. But get vidIQ. If you haven't got vidIQ, you're just not serious. It's like, there's a free version. The paid version is like $10 a month or something, right? vidIQ does my titles and my descriptions for me on my YouTube channel. I don't do them anymore. vidIQ does it, and I get better rank. I get more views on my YouTube videos. And I'll tell you something, that this is very, 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 very important, right? And sometimes I slip away from it, right? You've got to give to get. You got to give to get. Everybody online wants to make money. So they're all promoting. They want to get, right? So we give you a guide, it's free. So we're giving away something for free, but we want to get something back, don't we? We want a sale. And it seems counterproductive. Sometimes the less you promote, the more you get. And it seems counterproductive. The more you give, the less you expect to get, the more you actually get. Darren Little, a guy that mentored me and Eric, he talks about having the cookie. He's like, you've got the cookie. You know they want the cookie, but you need to be a little bit like, what? Paul, what's up? You seem like happy. Yeah, yeah, so good. But what is it? Why, Paul? What you got? Oh no, it's all good. That's fine. Just had a good week. Doing what? And what most people want to do when they're promoting is, we've got this guide. You can get this guy for free. It's great. It's recurring income, and it's fantastic. And you only need like 8 customers to make $1,000 a month. And right, you've got to give to get, right, and not expect to get. So that allows you. It takes the pressure off. You can be I've always found the less pressure, right, the less I need to make a sale, the less I want to make a sale, the more comes in. Because it's a different energy. Do you know what I mean? It's like I can be the guy who's like, I've got HBA and now we've added in the high ticket. We'll talk about that today. I've got the perfect freaking combination here, right? And you guys don't even have to pay for the high ticket to promote the high ticket. Me and Eric, we have put together what I believe is the best thing we've done in like all our time together now, right? So I'll make sure you're all clear on it, right? That means you have got a fantastic offer, right? We have a fantastic offer, right? So we can be a bit like, yeah, we got this, we got this. So now what I need to do is give to get. So I need to educate people what we've got. Maybe I need to show them a little bit. You can promote with video shorts. This is how I do it. I put that out for free. I don't need to charge for that. Okay, I can show them what's in the back of HBA. A lot of my stuff, if you go and check out a lot of my stuff, I don't even have a call to action. I don't put click the link. I don't put message me. A lot of my stuff, I'll just put something out. Even my YouTube videos, no link in them. Some of them, just let them go. Don't even like promote, because I'm building up my audience. My audience will keep watching. It's like he's not even put a link in that. Trust me, that's rare. It makes you stand out by not shouting. And the other thing I'll say on this before we move on, well, we'll take questions after this, but me and Eric used to be in a company called National Wealth Centre probably 12 years ago, maybe 13. And I got $4,675 in 30 days from a cold start. $4,675 recurring income. It all fell away within 3 months, right? So don't go looking up National Wealth Centre. But I had a guy say to me, well, it's all right for you, Paul, because I can't do what you've done. And I'm like, what do you mean? Well, I'm only making $500 a month, so I can't promote. I'm like, what? If you went to Richard Branson, Elon Musk, Alan Sugar, anybody, I've got a way to make an extra $500 a month online. Do you not? They'd be interested, surely. Surely. So don't think your level, right? Even if you've never made a sale, if you can't put an image on Facebook at the minute and you learn to do it, if you can't do it, I guarantee there are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people in exactly the same boat going, I'd love to do this online thing, but I don't know how to do an image. So then you do a video where you teach, and you do a little video like that, and your crowd will be drawn to you. Where did you learn it? I learned it on AI, I learned it on AI because I'm part of this group, and they showed me I could go to these AI things. What group are you in? It sounds like the sort of thing I need. Yeah. And you got somebody on your level. Because actually, when me and Eric started making money, Eric probably agreed, but when I started making decent money, it actually got harder because people stopped thinking they can do what you do. And people get intimidated by speaking to somebody who's already hit like a level or whatever. Sometimes it's inspirational, and sometimes it's like, he's going to bamboozle me because he's obviously doing something that, he won't share his secrets. There's no secret. There is absolutely no secret to making money online. Tell you that now. There is no, I promise you. I've spoke to a guy who's made 56 million, Robert Hollis. I paid him $5,000 for mentoring. There is nothing that I got for that $5,000 that I don't give away to you guys for free. And that is an absolute rock solid promise. Right. Oh, we know Ray Higdon, don't we? We know people that have paid Ray Higdon $15,000 to go and learn juggling, circus skills. I'm not even kidding. And then when they got in the classroom, what did he teach them? Aweber, which is an autoresponder. Aweber has a help thing that teaches the same as they taught, and people paid $15,000 for that. So honestly, do not think you are not getting good stuff. If you want to pay me and Eric $15,000, we will happily take it, right? Because we want to be on the same level as Ray Higdon, but you don't need it, right? So we're on our soapbox. We've got 25 minutes left. Who's got a question at this point? or are we okay to move on?
I was just going to say, Paul, that the information I've gleaned from you and Eric over the last, 10 or 12 days that I've been involved with you guys,
Yeah,
the information you're giving out is second to none. And
absolutely.
same with the guys from HBA. I keep getting posts from them and updated posts, same as from you and Eric, updated posts. And I start to get overwhelmed and confused as to which ones I should be looking at and in which order in order to progress. Does that make sense to you?
Okay. It kind of does, right? But to be blunt, you're a grown-up, right? So if you're overwhelmed, dial it back. And one of the things that I'm sort of working on at the minute, I asked ChatGPT today, I'm trying to get like a very simple checklist. So when you had your business, it was your own business, wasn't it, Bob?
Well, I was a carpenter joiner in my own business, yes.
So how did you get customers?
Well, I advertise locally and in the paper.
So you have a business now with HBA?
Yes.
Same as you had a carpentry business?
Yes.
And how did you get customers for your carpentry business? You advertised?
Yes.
How do you think you're going to get customers for your HBA business?
I've got to advertise.
Okay, so nobody has a Yellow Pages anymore.
No.
Right? So where do you advertise these days if you want to get customers?
I'm going to have to go through. Well, I was going to say Facebook, but I'm thinking of leaning towards YouTube because that's where you put all your reels out.
Well, there's a big hint. Do you know the reels that you put on Facebook and the shorts, as they call them, on YouTube, and the videos on TikTok and the videos on Instagram? They're all the same size.
Yeah.
Because they're phone size.
Yeah.
So that one video can go everywhere, can't it, Bob?
It can. Indeed it can.
So you don't get overwhelmed.
Step in, Bob.
So you don't. So go on,
I'll
Peter.
get on a Zoom with you, and we can go through it.
Awesome.
I'll hold your hand, step by step.
Thank you, Paul. How do I get in touch with you? Oh, sorry, Peter. How do I get in touch with you?
You can get through Messenger.
And what? Just Peter
Through
Frank.
Facebook, Messenger.
Facebook. Okay.
Yeah. You're both in the members group, so you should be able to find each other.
We're both in the members
and
group.
I appreciate that, Peter. And members helping members is one of the greatest things that me and Eric ever do, is set up a community, right? Because again, you find people that are sort of more in tune, more in vibe with you, and willing
And
to help.
Peter, if Bob, if he doesn't mind, I would record that. Okay, if you're able to, if you use Zoom, I would record it. If you're going to record the session, or at least start recording when you're actually going to go through the process.
Yeah.
That way you have it recorded, that if you start offering that as kind of a free giveaway to show people how you're doing the videos and that sort of thing, you have something to give somebody, over chat and that sort of thing. So if that makes sense.
Okay.
That's cool.
Thank you, Eric.
Paul,
Yeah,
are you going to do a reel today? Did you
I'm
say?
going to do a reel today.
Lovely.
We'll probably do that next.
Sorry,
Okay.
Deborah, we seem to be taking all the time up.
That's all right.
Well, everybody's in this. It's a journey. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm not where I want to be. I'm still on my journey. Eric's still on his journey, right? But the people in the front, right, can reach back and help people further behind. But it's all the same journey. That's what it's not a different journey. It's exactly the same freaking journey. We've got AI now, which in some ways is a blessing, some ways it's a curse, right? But we're all on exactly the same journey, right? I didn't know how to put an image on Facebook at one point, did I? Nobody did, right? So, because Facebook didn't exist one day, then it did. So nobody knew how to put an image on Facebook when it first came out, but somehow we find a way. So what I was just, to close this bit out, what I was trying to get to, Bob, is you break down. There's no point getting overwhelmed with, uploading loads of videos to TikTok unless you can create a video, is there? You need to focus on knowing what business you're offering and knowing, and one thing, knowing what business you're offering and advertising it. So you need to focus on the advertising bit. And you just said you've gleaned more from me and Eric in the 10, 11 days you've been in, right? And it's second to none, and HBA is second to none. Well, again, go outside on the street, right? And how many online marketers at the minute need this sort of help?
Oh, I don't know. There must be hundreds, thousands.
There you go. That's one of our strong messages, is
Yeah.
The business doesn't matter almost. Do you know that? Like in this online world, it's almost like the business doesn't matter. You have advertising, you have an offer, right? You have support and all that. And Robert Hollis taught me this. It's like you got advertising, you're advertising an offer, there's distribution, there's something else, there's support, and then there's the income. And that he would draw that out. And then if he ever changed business, he'd just go to people and say, right, guys, we're changing this circle here from what it was to this. Because it's all exactly the same,
Yes.
exactly the same. And people just like, oh yeah, okay, no worries. What people want, right, is a vehicle to get from A to B. And what you just said there is something that I would be shouting out. And I don't know if you saw earlier, what did I do? Did you see me
Took a
get my
photo
photo?
of you, so
Took a photo of this, and it's already on my Facebook on our weekly support call for our team members, helping them sell more. Why haven't you all done that? Marketing opportunity.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. Peter could be the greatest. Peter could walk you through and be the greatest teacher of exactly how he does his videos, right? Wow, I'm like an expert now. Thanks, Peter. You're still in the learn phase. You
Yep.
got to do. So it's not a lot of times and there may be a reason, right? There may be a reason that we come up with reasons and excuses like, well, there's 18 different trainings. I don't know where to go first. I don't know, I'm not saying you're using excuses, but subconsciously you might be figuring out ways to not take the action, right? Not to actually do. So the first thing you should do if you meet with Peter, beyond anything else, and he goes through it, is to actually get your first video done and actually upload it. Right? That's numero uno, right? And it's some people never get to that do level. Like I'm going to be honest, I won't bring his name up, but he's done business with me for years, and he buys into the program or this program, and he's never done anything. Like 10 years. I almost am like, well, matter of fact, there's been a few programs I told him not to even buy into. I'm like, because I knew he wasn't going to do anything. So, and I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying that that's a lot of people. And for whatever reason, they just don't want to, it may be the internet thing. It's new. I'm putting stuff out there. What are people going to think? Are there people on my timeline that are family? There's so many different factors that come into play that people don't talk about, but they're there. And I know they're there, but you got to get that first one knocked out. Then it's like, okay, I know how to do this thing. There's a million things I can learn, but I know how to do this one thing. Now I can do this one thing at least 2 or 3 times a day to help me start growing my business while I learn these other things. So just that should be your focus. Like, how do I get a video short done? That's your number one focus. So after you meet with Peter, we're going to be expecting to see one. So every time I get on here, I'm going to be like, where's that video? I want to see it.
The video.
So you got it though. Go ahead, Paul.
Remember, we want you to do really well. Right, come on, let's get a short made, and then we can talk about this page because you need to understand what's going on. So, no, not record. I'm already recording. So share screen. Okay, so before I make the short, because I'm going to make a short to promote this. Are you all familiar with this page yet and what it is? Say no if not.
I think I've seen it.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Right. Okay. So me and Eric we're going to say this about 10 times a day, Eric, and it's all good. Right. So if I point the camera at the screen, out the window, sorry, you're going to see Cornwall in the UK. It's often known as the English Riviera. For those of you that know the UK, Cornwall is a lovely place to live. It's a slower pace of life, right? You've got the sea. I can see the sea from my window. It's lovely, right? Wanted to move here. We used to come on holiday. Wanted to move for about 13 years. And what got me down here was working with Eric, and we worked on a company. Oh, NLP was my main thing. I would say the mindset, but that led to working with Eric, right? And it also led to us doing very well with a company called Exodus Elite. And we did $124,000 in 4 months, right? And that's not to brag or boast, but that's what got me to Cornwall. That's what set me up. I didn't work for 3 months when I came down. It was wonderful, right? That's because we had a lot of money in the bank, okay? Another time in my life when my son unfortunately got cancer, I didn't work for 3 months, and what got me through that was recurring income, right? With something else, right? So there's good reasons to have recurring income, and there's good reasons to have high ticket. So for one reason and another, they messed around with call centers and things, we kind of moved on to other projects. So we stopped promoting Exitus Elite a few years ago, and it's a higher ticket program, right? So it's 100% commissions. You pay a license fee to them, and then they have different levels now, but fundamentally we're talking $1,000 and now $2,000 to buy in. But when you sell one, you get the same back, right? So we've created a hybrid where what we're saying is recurring on this side, and that's still our lead, and then high ticket, and there's plus and minuses to both. So if you go to this page, you can go to followthisplan.com, right, and it will forward you here. So if you go to followthisplan.com, you can get the PDF. Look, so I'm going to get the PDF now. Just while we're on this, right, I want to make this very clear. If you were with us in Exitus Elite before, you can message them and I'll help you with that, because I've got the email from them. A lot of people seem to be not finding the email, even though they sent it out. But if you were in it before, the license fee used to be yearly. Well, now it's one time. You don't have to pay it every year. And what they've said is, if you were with us before, that will still count. So even if you were with us in 1972, send an email supporting. They weren't around in 1972, but you get the point. Even if it's way back, send them a message. They'll reactivate you. So for anybody here that was in Exitus Elite, you can send them an email. They'll reactivate your account. For us, that put us at the $1,000 level, and we've upgraded to the 2K, right? But this PDF talks about, you know, the goal, and we talk about having $3,000 a month, and that's only 24 customers with HBA. Okay, so there's good reason there. But if you've got a $1,000 product and you make $1,000 when you sell one, you only need 3 customers with Exitus. And we're not. You can read the PDF. This isn't a sales pitch for this, but you know how it is. You can't rely on getting 3 sales a month. You just can't. Some weeks you get, some months you get nothing. Some weeks you get 12, right? So it's very boom or bust, up and down sometimes. The problem with the recurring is, like, you know, it's brilliant. 24 customers is 3K a month, right? So 8 customers is 1,000, but you've got to get your 8 customers first. So it can be slower. So if you're desperate for money, big ticket is a better way, because you can go out, you push hard, hopefully you get some sales, okay? But it's not consistent and it's not steady. And Eric favors high ticket and I favor recurring, so we do very well. But now what we're doing is we're pushing this out. Now, just to be clear, you do not have to join Exitus Elite if you want to promote Exitus Elite with us now. So we think this is pretty unique, right? This hybrid deal. We don't know anybody else doing it, right? And how that works, right? If you're with us at the premium level and you want to promote this Exitus Elite, if you let me know, I will create a tracking link for you. So it will be something like Exitus Elite, Paul Turner, alt/, you know, and it will be like Peter Franks, right? I'll help you create a version of this page, and this link will be that tracking link. Now remember, you won't have paid anything to be included on here. Somebody comes along from your promotion and they join Exitus Elite. It's mine and Eric's account, so we'll get the notification. And then what we'll do is we'll contact you and say, oh, hey, Peter or Deborah or Tommy or Bob or Charles, hey, we see you just had $1,000 sale come in, or a $2,000 sale. It's our account. We might use their call center, and the call center takes 20%, because the call center handles all this speaking to people and stuff, but they want 20% every time they make a sale for doing it. So what we thought is, to be fair, because you haven't invested in it, but we'll give you 30% of the sale. So if you're promoting this page, it's got your HBA, that's your link, right? Somebody joins that, you get your recurring commission. A newbie marketer will definitely prefer that to that generally. A seasoned marketer, some of them see the value of this, and some of them though will say, why do I want to mess around with these low commissions when I can make $1,000 or $2,000? And that's, those people buy that, right? So you got best of both worlds, and although you haven't brought it, you can still earn a 30% commission on a higher ticket product. So that we this video, if you go and watch it, we talk people through it, and we say basically $1,000, $2,000, click here. There are lower levels, but then it doesn't make sense. You're much better off in HBA. So any questions on that? Have I made that clear? And Eric might want to chip in.
Paul,
Yes.
I was with before.
Yeah,
They've just reactivated my page.
yeah.
It's not the same person that I joined earlier.
Yeah, Paul
Um,
Stevenson probably is your yeah, is probably
Yeah.
your sponsor now. Yeah, he's the owner.
Oh, okay.
So if your sponsor hasn't reactivated, I guess it's going to Paul Stevenson. What level were you at, Deborah?
1,000.
Right. So if you promote it and somebody goes for the $2,000 level, you'll get your 1,000, but Paul Stevenson gets the other 1,000. You see, that's what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
Because the license fee is now one time, not yearly. He needs to make some money, I guess. So
Yeah.
that's what he's doing. Yeah.
So can I still be part of whatever you're doing?
Yeah, and you would plug your link in rather than ours.
Oh, okay.
And the intention, guys, is obviously you make $1,000 sale, we'll give you $300. If you don't want to or can't afford to buy in yet, you can make a few sales and then buy into it if and when the time is right for you. But can you see what we're doing there? Who else in HBA is offering this? Who else in HBA is saying you can still get, a good chunk of change from a high ticket sale, even if you haven't done it? How much more attractive is that to people looking at joining you in HBA? Or is it wrong? Is it complicated? Tell me. No, that's good then. We'll take it. So you could make up to $600, guys, for promoting this page as well as the other one.
So are you saying offer it this way to the people who join us in HBA?
Yeah, this is one of the pages that we're going to push out in the group. So remember, your gateway group is your gateway group, your free group where we tell you to put the guide. That's all yours, right? But the member group, me and Eric are doing all the supporting, and we've already done a video in the member group outlining this, and we share it with people. So you don't have to worry about your members. So next thing you know, if you want to be included, message me. And
So,
I'll set a tracking.
Picture it like this, Tommy. So you're promoting HBA, right? That's the deal that you're in. Obviously,
I'm getting ready to. Yeah. I've
okay.
joined.
So let's say you're in HBA, right? And so you know what you're doing is you're actually promoting this page on the front end. So you're saying, hey, I've got a great guide to show you how to scale to $3,000 a month, right? So in this video, we're going to talk about HBA, go through that, but we're also going to talk about Exodus Elite. Now, here's the thing. Let's say, hey guys, I'm in HBA. I don't have any interest in Exodus Elite. No problem. We're still going to put a link there on that button, and it'll be tracked to you. So if they come in, you're promoting HBA, they come in, they watch this, and they decide they're going to join both. Or let's say they just decide, hey, I'm just going to join the Exodus thing, and they come in at the $1,000 level, right? We're going to turn around and go, you haven't paid into Exodus, you know, anything like that. You're just partnered with us on it. And we turn around and we say, all right, well, we're going to send you, we're sending you $300, Tommy, because one of your leads that came in ended up buying the Exodus. So do you follow where I'm going with that? So it really opens up two income streams for you. And one of them you don't have to pay for to leverage it, to take advantage of it, because we're setting it up that way. Now, obviously, if you decide later you want to buy into that, buy into the program, then, obviously you'll get 100% of your commissions on that. You know what I mean?
And that doesn't affect the commissions on HBA, right?
No,
not
at all.
Nope. Not at all. No, and we give them an option in this video. We either say, hey, if you, obviously most people that aren't going to pay the higher ticket are going to go to HBA because it's the lower buy-in. So they're going to go to HBA, right? Some will go, well, what you guys said in this video makes sense. I want the low ticket and the high ticket to work as a hybrid. And then you'll have a smaller percentage that just go straight for the high ticket. I would say 80 to 90% will 100% go to the HBA. But you'll have that smaller 20% that say, oh, I want the high ticket too. So you guys, might as well be able to benefit from that financially, whether you're in Exodus or not, because we'll hook you up.
So we're not saying, like normally we'd say if you want to do it, you have to join, right? But we're not doing that. We're doing it like, in effect, you become our sub affiliates, and you can use it. You don't if you're not sure, if you're overwhelmed, you don't have to use this page here. You just keep promoting quiet commissions for now, right? So it's not a problem if you don't want to do it. We're just trying to make it like, well, actually, why not let you you might get an extra $600 commission that you wouldn't have had, right? Because maybe you can't afford to buy Exitus right now. Maybe you don't want to invest in Exitus right now or at all, right? So we think hopefully we're trying to be pretty fair to everyone. So, and it's also a freaking lovely page. I like this page, and it's one of the templates in HBA. Right. So anyway, if you got questions, message me or Eric, and we'll sort you out with that. But I'm going to make a video short now. I'm going to show you what I've done recently with some. So we've got a video here. It's about 40 minutes long, but it's very good if you get a chance to watch it. Even though I say it myself, we were just in the flow. And what we do is we do like a side-by-side comparison of recurring and high ticket, right? Because each have got pluses and minuses. If somebody doesn't want to watch that though, we created a PDF, which is actually created from the video. So Eric uses Notebook LM, right, to actually do that. And then Notebook LM will make infographics and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this guide. So you can all go to that page, followthisplan.com. Okay, download the guide. So I've opened it. I'm going to click Save As. I've probably already got it in here. 3000 hybrid blueprint. Yeah, I have. Okay, so now I'm going to use ChatGPT in this case. Can I just rely on you to shout up if you get stuck or you need me to go over something again? Yeah, because I'm just going to plow through it. But if I go too fast or you get stuck, all right, let me know. So you all clear what I've done so far?
Yep.
So I'm going to click the plus sign in ChatGPT. It's free. I've got a paid version, but you can do it for free. And I'm going to click the plus to add a file. And guess what I'm going to upload? That PDF. Hooray. So it's uploading. While it's uploading, I'm going to say, can you please give me 100 ideas, right, for 6-second video shorts to promote this guide, right? Now, I'm going to do 5 for time. But you could put 1,000, couldn't you? You could put 2,000. You could do a week's worth just with one prompt, right? That's average. Well, no, actually, we're above average already because we're giving it the guide, right? The average marketer would just go, "Oh, I've got a guide about this. Give me some prompts," right? We're good. So we're already above average, but I'm going to try and be even more above average. And this is where it's as you learn, you get your own flair. Start off wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Get good at doing it. Once you're good at doing it, you can be a bit more clever. So I might say, please act as the world's best affiliate marketer and use language that makes the viewer want to purchase there and there. So I could do that. Okay, whatever you want. Act as Frank Kern. Act as
yeah. It's so funny. I was just thinking. I was about to tell you Frank Kern. That's hilarious that you brought that up.
So Frank Kern is an awesome marketer. So I might put that in. The world's best affiliate marketer, and I've done this before. Frank Kern combined. And use language that makes the viewer want to purchase there and then, right? Or no, but we're not going to purchase there and then. The viewer want to ask for the video, right?
Or the guide, right?
And guide, yeah, because on the page there's a video and a guide, so it could just be the guide, right? I'm going to put the video and the guide still though. Do you know what?
Is the guide free?
Yeah, absolutely free.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can put that in if you want.
This free guide.
There you go. The point is, guys, right? I will often put a prompt in, let it do its thing, and then go, wow, I could maybe adjust that. Now, like for Bob there, if he's putting a building up, like carpentry, and he's put a roof up, and he spends a week doing it, and he looks up and he goes, do you know what? I could have done that. Well, it's probably another 2 days to dismantle it and another week to put it back the way you thought maybe I could have done it that way or whatever. Like if you build a wall, it's not so easy to look at it and go, do you know what? I wish I'd done that now. In fact, that's what I'll do. But with ChatGPT, what's it going to cost me if I want to go back and refine it and do something again? Seconds. That's all. Any questions? Is there anything I'm doing you guys can't do?
Who did you say Fred Kern is?
So I think he was one of the first guys to make $1 million in one day from affiliate marketing. So he's very well known. That's like his claim to fame, but he's a very smart guy and he spends a lot of money on testing and stuff like that. And then he does videos that kind of share what he's learned and what works now and what doesn't. So here are 5 high curiosity, 6-second short video ideas engineered to make people ask for the guide instead of you pushing it. There you go. Each one is built from the core visuals and math inside the guide, especially the 24 customers versus 108, the hybrid model and the subscription, not teams concept shown throughout the pages. Now again, remember, I've only asked for 5 here, right? I would normally maybe ask for 10, 20. So I'm just going to pick one, not the phone store one. Why high ticket is easier than 35? No, because I want them to get here you go, look, the $3,000 safety net. That one speaks to me. And that's quite common for me as well, guys. I might ask it for 20 prompts and just pick 8, 9, 10 of them.
Yep.
You know, I don't need to use every one, do I? I've seen Terminator. I can't rely on AI. So I like this one. So just because it gives you 10 or 5 or whatever you ask for, doesn't mean you have to use them. Right. So then what I do is I take this one, I copy it, and I just go, please write me a script for Grok Imagine, or it could be Sora or Flow or Flicky or whatever, right? For Grok Imagine text to video generator, I will supply a photo of a man, right? English accent, please. And the video will be 6 seconds. It knows that anyway, because I did it in the prompt earlier, right? There's no right. I don't think there's really a right or wrong with AI. I think you just get into a groove with it. And the only way you do that is practicing. Eric would probably type something completely different to me, right? A lot of, along the same lines, but, you know, maybe different, right? And it doesn't matter.
And if I don't know what to write, I ask it to help me write a prompt for what I need.
So you could literally say, I am stuck for ideas, right? I don't know what to say, what to do for the next videos. Please help. Let me start the V on videos. For the next videos, please help. You used to have to pay people a lot of money for like one-on-one mentoring. Here are plug and record 6-second scripts you can rotate for the next batch of videos. It's done it for me. So, right, that was a little diversion. Are you all still with me? Again, is there anything I've done that you can't do? Anything you're not sure about? Please ask.
Are you going to plug that into Grok and let us see the vid?
Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to copy that. Copy. Prompt to paste into Grok. So that's what I'm doing. Copy it. So I'm going to go Grok. Now, who struggles to make videos? What if you went to Fiverr.com, that website that I showed you earlier, where you can hire outsourcers, and you gave them the scripts, and you said to them, please go to Grok. Grok's free. Could you make these 7 videos for me, please? And you'd have a video a day that somebody made for you for not a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. No excuse. It really is sad because there are no excuses these days. Right. So the first thing I need to do in Grok, right? Make sure you're in Grok Imagine. Make sure you're on video. And if you click the little arrow, look, you want this size here, 916. And like Bob said earlier, is it free? Yeah, it is free, but you can only do 6 seconds and the resolution's a bit lower. Doesn't matter. If you pay, you get 10 seconds, right? And there is some evidence at the minute to suggest that maybe we need to start doing like 12-second videos, 20-second videos. I'll show you one me and Eric did today in a minute. But they settings, right? Make sure you've got 916 and you're on video. Now it needs a base image, right? So Eric's shown them in the group. We're doing an idea every day. Eric's done videos in the group where he's put text on. He makes an image and there'll be text on it, and he just puts that into Grok and it animates it and it does it all and it says the words. I've done it this way, and this is the way I've tended to learn to do it, right? But there's no right or wrong. I learned sometimes with the text it would get it wrong, so that's why I tend to do it this way. So I'm clicking the little clip. I'm going to upload a picture of me. So I could just take one off Facebook. But I got a picture of me at the kitchen, right? And I just said to ChatGPT, do you want me to show you how I got me holding the book? You all know how I did that?
Yeah, go on then.
Right, I'll show you. Right. So first of all, let's just stick with this. So that's my base image. So I'm just going to put it in, because what will happen is when you upload into Grok, the default is that it makes a video straight away. And some of the best videos I've done have been these. So I leave it on. I don't turn it off. I leave it on. So I put my photo in and I let it do its thing. So it's making a video. I noticed it's a bit slower when I've got like Zoom running and everything. There we go.
Let me show you the Quiet Commission System. This book teaches you how to build a quiet, recurring income stream. Let me show you the Quiet Commission System.
It's done all that just from that picture, and it can see that I've got the Quiet Commission System book. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't give it a prompt or anything, did I? So there we go. So there's a video. Download. Save as. So this will be Quiet Commissions System vid. I'll just call it Grok. No, Grok did it. Right. There's one. Now I'm going to put the prompt in. If you don't want your picture in it, you don't need to. If you don't want your face on it, you don't need to put a picture in. You can just let it come up with a digital person. But I want to brand me, because people like me will come and find me. I'd really like to attract 20-year-old Swedish au pairs, but it's just not working for me.
Most people think you need a huge team to make $3,000 a month. This showed me how to do it with just 24 customers. Most people think you need a huge team to make $3,000 a month. This showed me how to do it with just 24 customers.
Lip sync is
on.
Yeah, that's why I don't ask it for text or do text on it, right? So what do I need to do? I need to edit it and say no text on screen. Let's see if it gets it right this time. I love it when things go wrong like this, because this is what I'm trying to tell you. There's no secret, guys. So, me and Eric will show you stuff, and then somebody who's new comes along and they do it and it doesn't work, and they go, oh, it's not working for me. But it doesn't work for me sometimes, look.
I have a little character that pops out and he starts laughing at me and pointing. You don't know what you're doing.
I can tell you that sometimes it takes me 5 or 6 just to get it right. So
most people think you need a huge team to make $3,000 a month. This showed me how to do it with just 24 customers. Most people think you need a huge team to make $3,000 a month. This showed me how to do it with just.
Love it. Perfect.
Great video.
Short. It didn't put your hook on the end. It was supposed to, according to your prompt, it was supposed to put comment, whatever.
Yeah, but I've told it now no text on screen.
Okay, that's right. You told it
because it got that wrong. So what we're going to do though, we're going to download it.
Yeah, you can add the text when you load it. As a reel or as a short, you can go ahead and add it then if you need to.
Yeah.
I do that a lot because I don't want to redo it.
Right, watch it. Where's my mouse gone?
Are you also doing shorts, Tommy? I'm when I say shorts, I meant stories.
I'm not sure what the difference in stories and shorts are. I do shorts with I just asked ChatGPT to create
we'll go over stories next week, because you can take that video and put it in your stories as well. they kind of show up above your above your profile, and it's something people can click on. The cool thing about shorts is you can actually add your direct link inside of a short. So if they like it, they can actually click and go directly to your website. Yeah, so we'll go over that next week.
Right. Can you guys, I've got a problem, look, because my Mic's Edge isn't responding.
That's fine. We got the picture.
Can I just ask a question? It may be a silly question. That video of you, Paul, in the kitchen.
Yeah.
How did you take that? Is that on a tripod have you got your mobile on a tripod or something, or was somebody taking it for you?
Well,
that's not real.
The video has been made by AI. That isn't me. That is Grok has made that as a video.
Okay.
That's the first thing.
Bob, I can show you.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Frank. Okay, Pete, thanks for that.
Yeah, Peter's got you.
Okay.
Right. Now, if I close this down, I don't know what's going to happen.
Let's call it at that, Paul. We're at over an hour.
I can close that bit down maybe with Task Manager. We might have to end it here. Right, let's have a look. Task Manager, Desktop Windows Manager, Microsoft Edge. Tab Video Ideas for Promotion. Right. If I stop, it's gonna stop the YouTube sharing and everything, isn't it? Yes. Can I open Chrome? Hang on, let's see if I can open Chrome.
Yes.
I can open Chrome, but I can't type into it to find. Sorry, I can open the Windows bit, but I can't type in here, look, to get Chrome or whatever up. Right, so guys, well that's it. But if you go to the, can you share your screen, Eric, and just show them in the group where we've put ideas in, because we show this stuff all the time.
Oh, in the Facebook group?
Yeah, you know, like we've shared, and in the guides as well. In the guides, we show all this. So if you go to the members group, and then that picture, Bob, was basically from Facebook.
Yeah.
But I asked ChatGPT, I gave it a picture of me on Facebook and a picture of the book. And I said, can you make me a picture of the person holding the book, please?
Okay. Okay.
So guides right here.
Yeah. I've still got a bit of edge over mine, but I think it's 4.
4 guides.
Guide 4. Look, watch me make.
Actually 5. We've got a 5th one in here too.
Yeah, but that's above that. That's where I put the replay of this call. So if you scroll, there you go. Guide number 4. You see it?
Yeah.
Watch me create marketing shorts. Then how do I get captions and upload the videos? I was just going to show you that, like how you could put something on, right? And the whole process is in there, guys, start to finish. I even show you how you can clip two videos together, so it looks like one video and there's not a break. And then, like Eric put a post in today, look, out of the box training on how to go and promote with a very simple method. Then that's for today's call. Got that, look.
Yeah. Whoa. And then right there, Paul. Well, no,
I did a live, and then yesterday, new page where I go over the hybrid funnel. Yeah, I think we tagged everybody. And then idea of the day. So if you're stuck for ideas, I literally go in and I use AI. And my hope is that you get into a routine of doing it for yourself. So I'm not spoon feeding you all the time to get sore nipples. Can't breastfeed you all the time. You've got to be able to do it on your own one day.
Yeah.
But in the early days, yeah, you need somebody to show you what to do, right? And then it's like, well, that's easy. I can do that. That's what I want. And I'll say again, right? if I go and look at everybody that's ever joined us in, people paid $1,000. Well, the licensee was $300. People paid us $1,300 to be in Exeter's, and it was, and like I think I said on this call, I know what the average number of people that made a sale overall through the company was like. We're way above, way above, right? But me and Eric would still get these messages. Oh, guys, I'm stuck, not making any money. Can you help? And I'm like, yeah, show us your marketing and we'll have a look, see what we can do. And then it would go quiet. And then we'd say, hey, you asked us for some help, and we said, show us your marketing. And there's no marketing. So I haven't done anything. Why not? Well, there's all that training. Okay, exactly. There's all that training. And then they go, yeah, but I didn't know where to start. So because you didn't know where to start, you didn't look at any. Just throw a dart. Just like, I'm going to learn YouTube, right? And now that's partly why me and Eric do this. We're trying to add value, right? Because you can go and buy HBA from anybody. But we want everybody to come and buy it from one of you, because you all can put your members in our group. And we all want you to make tons of sales, because that makes our income stable. And guess what? Now we've got Exeter's as well, which we never intended to do, but we made $124,000 in it in 4 months. It's kind of hard to ignore.
Yeah.
So now you guys can take part in it without having to buy it. We I'll be honest, we'd love you to buy that as well, but we understand time's not right for everybody. Yeah, or they can't afford it. So, Deborah used to be in, Joy used to be in. You can come back, happy days, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very generous of them, and that's a sign of a good company again. Right, well, we're over time, so we'll take questions and then we'll call it a day. I've got to get some dinner.
I only have one question, Paul. It's not directly relevant to what we've been talking about, but that book you mentioned, Answer, it was done by John somebody. Can you spell his surname?
Yeah. John Assaraf and Murray Smith.
A-S-S.
Yeah.
RAF.
A-R-A-F.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
So this guy, have you all heard of The Secret, the movie The Secret?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Big into visualizing. We talked about it, was it last week or week before? His story is he moved house, right? And he was opening boxes in his office, and he pulled out this, what they call vision board, where you put things that you want, so it's in front of you all the time. So it trains you. The woo-woo version is you attract what you want from the universe, but the scientific reason is it trains your reticular activating system, which is a part of your brain, to look for things that are relevant to what's in front of you all the time, what's important to you.
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, he's unpacking these boxes, and his little son comes to him and says, "What's in these?" And he goes, "Oh, look, these are my vision boards, son." Pulls out this board and bursts into tears, because the house that he was just moved into is the one on his vision board. He literally got the house that was on his vision board, and he'd forgot about the board. It had been packed away, right? That was his famous story. So I'll warn you, the first half of the book is the woo-woo stuff, but what I like about him is he gives you the scientific reasons rather than the woo-woo versions, right?
Sure.
So you'll understand neuroplasticity. You'll understand why you can lose half your brain but still function as a fully formed human being. You'll understand that. You'll understand why you can attract things and all that. That's good. The second half of the book is practical business stuff, right? So the first half is like how you can do the mindset bit. The second half is like, who actually buys pizzas? No, I'll tell you a better example. Who buys McDonald's Happy Meals?
Parents.
But why do they buy Happy Meals?
As the kids say, can I have a Happy Meal?
So who do
Can I
McDonald's?
have
They want their
that
little
toy?
toy.
So why do McDonald's put
Can
toys
I have
in the
that
Happy
toy?
Meals?
Because they want
Who
the
ends up
toy.
eating the Happy Meal? The parent.
So the parents McDonald's aren't targeting the parents, are they? They're targeting the influencers, which are the kids.
Right.
Yeah.
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 And we talk about audience a lot. He tells a great story, I think it's in this one, about this insurance company. He went in and he's like, "Who's your target customer?" And they're like, "He's a male, he's you know, 55, 65 years old, blah, blah, blah. So the guy looks through the data and he goes, I think I'm going to do your business a lot of good. So he did an ad with a woman in it, and they basically like doubled the sales, because the people that were buying it was in their own data were women. It wasn't men.
Yeah.
And again, who sorts out all our household stuff? Lorraine, my wife. She's my social secretary. She's my admin man. You know, I can't give a crap about all that stuff. It does my head in. I want to be in here doing the exciting stuff, making videos and doing these, probably the same for men the world over, right? It's always the wives that are like, you've got to be sensible, you've got to plan for your future, you need insurance, you need this, you need that. All the blokes are like, no, spend it on a ZX Spectrum computer or a Commodore 64. That's
just
more
move
fun.
to South America and go travel around.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to the movies. Let's get a bottle of 12-year-old Macallan whiskey. Let's, you know, no, you need this, right? The influencer. So anyway, we could talk all day. Any last questions, guys?
No, thanks for the session, Paul. Appreciate that. Eric.
It's going up. The recording will go up. Right?
Yes, on YouTube, Tommy. I'll send you the recording straight away, Tommy.
Yeah, I got stuck at the doctor's office and missed over half the meeting.
Well, yeah, likewise. I just have this call every time at this time. So
well, I was nearly late because I had a prostate exam, and so I was in there, and there's this guy doing his thing, and you know, finger up and all that.
Take him anywhere.
And then he goes, you know, he walks out just as the nurse was coming in, and the nurse went, "Who was that?" I was worried. So
this is how we always end these calls right here.
Let's end on a laugh.
And I'll be in touch, guys. I'll be in touch. I'm busy tomorrow and Thursday, but probably Friday, if that's okay.
And
Peter.
It's really generous of Peter, but also Peter's actually setting himself up for greatness, because if you can't teach it, you don't know it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Right. See you guys. See you next week.
Paul.
Okay. Thank you.